like for us to start off with your journey from your home country, South Africa,
Yes.
to the UK and back here in Nigeria. Why did you have to go that way?
Well, I was born in South Africa, in the Eastern Cape. Studied, taught, had my family. And in 2000, we decided to emigrate to the UK. I had enjoyed a very varied teaching career, and my last job was the establishment of a bridging school in response to the changes in the education system with the changes in the country in the early 90s. It took 7 years of my life, and it was an extremely successful project because we were able to feed the local primary schools, which had been previously white only, with black children from the local community who had gained the necessary maths and English skills to compete alongside their white peers. But as I said, it took a lot out of me, and after 7 years I realized it was time to think of my own children. Mm-hmm. They were in private education, but my husband and I felt that life had become very insular in South Africa, and we wanted to give our children a broader education. So a move to the UK seemed like a good plan.
Now I bring you back to Nigeria. Of course, you've been here for just 6 weeks, 7 weeks to be precise. What was the experience like? What are the things you heard? This is your first time in Nigeria, right?
It is, yes.
What are the things you heard about this country as you were coming?
Well, I think Nigeria, and particularly Lagos, gets an awful lot of bad press. I think it's very easy to sensationalize life in an African city and focusing on the negative aspects, crime, corruption, and so on. But to be quite honest with you, I haven't seen any of that since I've arrived in Nigeria. I've been overwhelmed by the hospitality we've received, by the friendliness of the people, and how enthusiastically we've been received by everybody. We had a wonderful cultural day at school, the day before Independence celebration on the Friday, and I had the opportunity to taste some different local Nigerian foods.
Can you remember the names?
I can't remember the names. The one I enjoyed the most was the corn with the coconut.
Oh, really?
I'm not a great meat eater, so I found that quite challenging. Mm-hmm. But I did give things a go. Every morning I drive over the bridge from Ikoyi towards Ibutimeta, and I look out of the window and there is a silhouette of the boats, the fishing boats, with the sun rising. And when I was sending an email to one of my friends, I used the term magical.
Wow.
to explain that. And it certainly is.